My name is Karina and welcome to the Karina Chronicles. In this reading vlog I'm going to read a feel-good romance and some spooky vibe Halloween October reads. Both of them I never do, so this is going to be interesting. So for the month of October I am reading 2 books at a time. And I usually never do that, but what is happening, I'm reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by Schwab together with a friend as a buddy read. And we read a little over 100 pages per week so that we have finished it by the end of October. My friend has been in a reading slump, so she needs to get out by reading a favorite. And I needed to read this 5-star prediction before the end of the year. So it was a good combination for us both to read this. So I finished the first 114 pages last week. And next to that I was reading Oktober, Koning by Pamela Sharon, which is a spooky YA mystery thriller, which is cool. I should have finished it last week, but I didn't, but it was a very quick read, so I'm certain I can finish it this week. And when I finish that book, then I will continue with Addie LaRue and finish another 100 pages, the ones that are due for this week. I need to read up to page 223, so that will be easily possible. And when I've done that, I'm going to start the book of this week. And the book of this week is Tegen, Weten by Charlotte deMonchy. This is a Dutch author that doesn't sound Dutch at all, of feel-good romances. It sounds like a little bit of rom-coms, and I never read that. It should be a very cozy vibe, which I'm really looking forward to. Also, next to a YA thriller, it's nice to read something that gives you hope in humanity instead of crushing it. I'm reading this because a book club is reading a lot of different kind of books, and this was one of them. She's very popular in the Netherlands for feel-good romances, so I hope I actually like these ones, that they're not too cringy for me. And should be able to finish it this week as well. It's a little over 300 pages. It should read quick because it's Dutch, so it's a little bit easier for me than English. And it's also feel-good romance, which usually reads quick. So looking forward to this. Also, the main character works at a publisher, which is always nice. Looking forward to it, but first I need to finish Oktober, Koning and 100 pages of Addie LaRue. So let's start with that. So this morning I finished Oktober, Koning by Pamela Sharon. I really enjoyed it. I was so addicted. It's been a while since I've had this with a book that I really couldn't stop thinking about anything else, and every free moment that I had that I was dreading that I was going to do something else instead of reading, because it was just so good. And for a moment I still wanted to give it 4 stars, because it's so much alike with Squid Game, and I was like, well, we shouldn't praise people that are like copying other people's work. But then I read the epilogue and I was like, no, Squid Game was invented in 2021. Pamela Sharon has been writing this book for years, and also with the publisher been going through this and editing this book for a lot longer than Squid Game. It isn't such an original thing that no one else could have come up with it. She just came up with it herself. The games are completely different. The motivation of the players are different. The messages that they want to give are different compared to Squid Game. Only that there is like this game where people participate and morality is questioned a lot, and it is because they're not happy with their own lives and they think a lot of money would change that. That is the same, and also these weird games are completely in the same vibe, but they are not the same. So I was like, why am I being so strict to this book? Because I think it is the same, because it is not. And that I enjoy it equally as much and think it's equally fantastic as Squid Game shouldn't be a punishment. So I gave it 5 stars because it actually deserved 5 stars. I was so addicted. I thought it was really creepy and really exciting. And even was a little bit gruesome sometimes, which I didn't expect because it is a YA and usually they're very gentle with the reader. So there's a lot of, oh, if I am going to put a dead person in here, I'm going to skip ahead and let the reader fill it in themselves. Well, not in this one. Not in this one. And I didn't expect that and I loved it. It is a perfect October read, which the title already said. And I would just highly recommend it. I really didn't expect to like it so much. I mean, it is a review copy, so it's something I need to read. And obviously, I don't read the books if I don't think anything interesting would be in there. But up till now, the review copies varied between 2 and 4 stars. All of them. I haven't read a 5-star rating before that was sent to me unsolicited. So, really happy with this one. I only need one other book by Pamela, Sharon, and then I've read her whole oeuvre. And I'm definitely going to do so. I'm even more bummed now that it wasn't in my goodie bag at the Young Adult Festival, because some people had it in their goodie bag and I would have loved it. But well, really happy that I've read it so quick and that I really loved it. Now I'm going to, because the week was already over, it's already been Sunday, so it's time for me to start Addie LaRue again and finish another around 111 pages. I've read a few pages already. This is going so much slower than Oktober Koning, but I knew that. It's fine. But it is going slower. But I still hope that although I have quite some things to do today, that I will be able to finish those 100 pages today. Up till now, what I said to my friend, because we're discussing it as it is a buddy read, up till now what I said about it is that I love the writing style. Schwab is sucking me in again. I love that it's character driven. I love those books to have them for a little bit of a change, because most books are very plot driven. And I've had a lot of those recently, so I am happy to read a character-driven book. What just is strange is that I've read the first 100 pages last week and I already don't remember a lot, which is very ironic when you know what the story is about, because the girl keeps being forgotten and I also forgot a lot about it. So I hope that will change, that the story will have a little bit more plot so that I can remember more and I will like it a bit more. It's now up there at like a 4-star rating and I really hope I can give this one 5 stars, because it was my biggest 5-star prediction of the year, so that would be better. But I do love it and it is going slow, but it helps that I'm reading 100 pages per week, which is not that much, so it's fine. Hi. I just filmed a video of about 6 minutes, I think, an update, a very big update, and then I saw that it didn't record. So I'm going to try to be just as creative and spontaneous as I was the first time. But I thought it was time to update you on some things. First, what I wanted to say was that due to some bad planning and due to being crazily busy with my work, which is a lot more work than I wanted to when I signed the contract, but it's still fun, so I'm just dealing with it. And also having a lot of appointments with friends and just going out, which I really like, and I'm very bad at saying no to that, but due to that I need to finish this reading vlog on Thursday already instead of Saturday, and usually I can read a lot on Thursday evening, Friday through the day some hours, and Saturday morning. So missing those 3 days in the reading vlog means that I don't really have that much reading done yet. But I have a lot of other updates that I wanted to give to you, which I just already did, but the video wasn't recorded. So we're going to start with those. So the first thing that I wanted to update you all about is that I bought an advent calendar. Listen, it is to treat myself, but it is also because I am going to do Bookmas again this year. So if you don't know that, that is like the whole month of December. My channel will be in Christmas theme, but also of course book related. We will do a lot of wrap up videos, wrapping up the year, all the statistics, all the ratings. It's just a big summary of what happened last year with my channel and with my videos and with my reading. And just as last year, I'm also going to do a big giveaway. Last year, a lot of people participated in that. I gave away 5 books and it was so much fun. I made some people very happy. So that's really nice. But I thought to spice things up a little bit, I'm also going to give myself a present, but something that we can all like unbox together. So I bought an advent calendar. It's for 7 days. I could also buy the one for 12 days, which was actually a better deal. But because of the shipping costs, it was very expensive still. And I had a maximum amount in my head and it really exceeded it a lot. And the one for 7 days was just below the maximum. So I was like, no, I'm going to be the responsible one today. I'm going to buy this 7 days advent calendar. It will at least have a book sleeve in there, which is nice because I wanted to buy a book sleeve. I don't really own a book sleeve. I have 2, but those are, no, actually 1. But that one is more like a little bag and it doesn't really, it's not big enough for books that actually need the protection of book sleeve. So I don't really use it anymore. And I own a Fable by Adrian Young book sleeve, but that is specifically for my Fable book, which is now still traveling with friends. But if it comes back, it will be in this book sleeve and it will be exclusively for Fable. So I need just a random book sleeve and I couldn't choose, but this artist that is created this advent calendar, I've looked between all her book sleeves very often and really was doubting to get one. So now I will have one and I don't have to choose, which is nice. And I can unbox the 7 days together with you in reading vlogs or maybe other videos. So really excited about that. I will definitely let you know when I get it. It's halfway through November. I will probably get it and then we'll start when I'm allowed to start. And we'll definitely do that. Let me know if you want like one video doing all the days or just having little unboxings in every reading vlog that is in Christmas, in Bookmas month. So that is actually what I wanted to tell you. Also, what I wanted to tell you is that one of my goals, I set some goals for 2022, but one of my goals was reaching 150 subscribers this year. And when I set that goal, it was very far away. So in one way, I thought it was quite impossible because I needed to gain so many more subscribers. But on the other hand, I almost reached it already in March. So I was like, this is going to be easy. I'm going to exceeding this goal pretty much. But then I stopped gaining some subscribers and a lot of people actually unsubscribed and it went downhill. So I was like, oh no, this goal is way out of my league for this year. And now we're actually back on track and I'm at 149 subscribers. So it really feels like by the end of the year, I should be able to have 150. So if you know anyone that you're like, oh, maybe this person would really like the Carina Chronicles, this is your moment because I would be eternally grateful if I can have 150 subscribers when I'm doing my wrap up of the year and can just say that I reached my goal. I mean, that would be cool, right? So please help me out here. And then I also have 2 more updates for you that are more book related than the last 2 were. I am at page 223 of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by Schwab. This was like the 100 pages I was going to read this week. I am getting sucked more into this story. I really didn't like the past Addie. Well, I liked it for the story, but I wasn't really enjoying it when I was reading it, if you know what I mean. But present Addie I find very interesting. And we get more of that and more of the story and where we're actually going. So I like that. I am very curious to read 100 more pages next week, and I was actually kind of bummed to put it down. I didn't really want to, which is a good thing. I'm torturing myself a bit, but I like it. I like how I will now have like this build up to the climax of this book, because I need to wait until next week to continue with this. I also discussed the first part that I read last reading vlog with my friend, and we have quite similar taste. It's one of her favorite books of all time, but at this point she would have given it only 4 stars, and she says more is coming later. And I agree with her. Well, this was up till page 114, and it's already getting better. So this might also turn out to be one of my favorites. That would be really, really cool. And then I also started reading this one. It's called Tegen, Weten, which translates to Even Though Knowing Better, by Charlotte deMonchy. It's a Dutch feel-good romance, and it's actually making me feel good. It's a perfect romance to sit under your blanket and just drink some tea and be like, oh, this is cozy. No big deal, no big problem, just light. I didn't finish it yet. I'm going to finish it next vlog, and then I will let you know my final thoughts, but this could become a 4-star rating. If it doesn't get too dragged out or too cliche, this could be like 4 stars, which is perfectly fine and good. Definitely for a feel-good romance. If it goes downhill fast, it will be 3 stars. And if it really messes up, then 2. I don't think it can become a 5-star, or something incredibly crazy must happen that I'm like, whoa. A little bit with like It Ends With Us, like by Colleen Hoover. That book was also that in the beginning I was like, oh, this is fine, this is good, this is fine. And then the last 150 pages or something, I went crazy and I was like, this is the best book ever. I don't think it's the best book ever, but it's among my favorites. So I don't think that will happen in this one. But you never know. You never know. So we'll see if that happens. For now, I'm quite happy with reading this, but I'm also happy when I've finished it and I can read another 100 pages of Addie LaRue. After those 100 pages, I will start with Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. So that is quite something else. I've just read like a Dutch YA thriller, which read very fast. I'm reading a 5-star prediction, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, by an author I really love, Schwab. And I'm reading a Dutch romance feel good. So all are like very easy to me and easily readable. And then I'm going to a 700 page literary classic in English. So something different. But I'm looking forward to starting it next week, or maybe even this week, but then you won't see it in this vlog anymore because I'm closing the vlog today. But very excited. Very excited indeed. So I will let you know in the next vlog. And that was actually it for this video. I really hope you liked it. Please let me know some inspiration for Bookmas, because I could use some ideas for that month. I'm already looking forward to it. It's getting colder, so I feel like it's Christmas already. And also let me know what you think of feel-good romances, if you read them often, what you thought of Addie LaRue, if it's going to get better even. and just let me know anything. I am really looking forward to chatting with you. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like. And if you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell, you will be notified whenever I post a new video. And you will be the 150th subscriber, which is cool. So just do it. I hope you'll have a lovely day filled with books, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! I am sorry for the begging, but I just am so excited when I gain a subscriber, and getting closer to a round number is always fun. So that is what is happening. And now I'm going to read again because I'm actually in a great reading.